Hail to the king, baby.
Hello, motherfucker.
Happy morning, good morning. Welcome to the party, pal. Your friendly with Master Chaos finally here. Plagued by technical difficulties. Apologies if you're watching live. Thank you if you're watching live. If you're watching later on, thank you. Welcome. I'm happy to have you here for day 3 of the Vinegar Cinema Subscriber Week. Always a fun time, regardless of what we get or whatever the hell happens to be on the covers of those movies. We'll talk about Little Darlings a little later. I have a co-host with me, almost as always. You know him, you love him. He's the big, lovable co-host of Hug-a-Bug, Mr. Tony of the Dead.
No, don't make that a thing. No.
I think I may.
Hello. No, I hate it.
Well, my friend, speaking of likes and dislikes, now that you've had some time to sleep on it, what do you think of the Little Darlings artwork? Has it grown on you at all?
No. I actually was telling Shayna about it last night, and she never saw the movie, but she's like, that sounds stupid. You know, like it's like the cover's ugly as hell. It's talking about mustard and ketchup and blood and pus and stuff like that.
Yes, and what's interesting about this this artwork, they have revealed why it looks like this. So apparently, because of the actors' strike, the SAG strike, they according, I guess, the contracts that they had in place, the actors had to approve the artwork, and they were not allowed to approve because of the strike, and so they could not use their likenesses on the cover. I guess they were too far down the line to fix it or do something else, and so we get this, and it's just odd as hell. Yeah, it's odd as hell, and maybe this ketchup stuff. I mean, I think what you said was right. I mean, this is probably ketchup and mustard, but it doesn't read like ketchup and mustard. I think maybe they should have been redder. I don't know, but beyond that, it is a weird choice. But I'm sure people will still buy it regardless.
Oh, sure.
Yeah. It is what it is. And today we are going to get a new VSL, which may or may not be a Polish film or a German film. I know it's not a black and white oldie, which is kind of what I was hoping for. Have you collected the VSLs, or are you just not interested in that sub-label?
Which one was the VSLs?
They had like Flesh and Fantasy, Kurusu, The Beast from the East, or whatever the hell it was called.
Yeah, I started to, and then I lost interest.
Yeah, I like the first two, and that was pretty much it. But we'll see what we get today. If anything, it feels like it might just be another version of Deaf Crocodile type stuff, which I love Deaf Crocodile, and I pretty much buy everything that they put out except for their animation. But we'll see. We'll see what happens. Let me check in with the chat, and then we'll take an inventory of what's left in the sale from yesterday. Eerie Anthems, Elihu. Wow, breaks. Well, there's a lot of words in your username there. MC, did you notice the VS Lite is restocked? I flipped my first one for 306 shipped, and now bought a replacement. I didn't hear you mention the Lite on your show this week. Yeah, we mentioned it in the first. I didn't click on it, but yeah, it's back in stock if anybody wants it. Canal just subscribed my first time. Well, Canal, I hope you enjoy everything they put out this year. I hope you enjoy it, and it's a great 2024, and it's a good investment for you. Griff says Existence is fading fast. You I know you have this one already, right, Tony?
Yeah. They even sent me a replacement box. I asked for a replacement box because it was damaged.
Oh, really?
Okay. Yeah. Good old Evie.
Nice. 241. Yeah, damn. This is probably gonna be gone today. This shit, the FOMO. We say no more FOMO, but this is where FOMO breeds. Yeah, this is gone. This is gone today. Absolutely. So if you want it, Today is the day.
Ah, shit.
Will not last beyond that.
Sorry.
No, all good, man.
I was gonna say if
Can't
it
get over.
sells out and anybody's interested, there's only a tiny little damage in the corner. Enough for
Oh,
me
so
to
you have
want
two.
another one.
You have 2 copies. They didn't send you just the box or whatever.
They just sent the box.
Oh, okay.
This is just the box. So
Gotcha.
I don't want to be a scumbag, but I'll trade with somebody. I would love to sell it, but I'll trade it with somebody if they want.
There you go. That's nice of you. All right. By the way, leave a thumbs up on this video. Let's do something because the videos thumbs up have been lacking, and right now we've got 115 people watching. When we ended the stream yesterday, after 140 people were watching, at one point we were at 56 thumbs up. Thumbs up. I know it's lame to ask, but it's a YouTube thing. So drop me a thumbs up. It's your ticket to the show. If we get to 100 while we're live, we'll go live tomorrow. If we don't, I'm skipping tomorrow. But if you want a show tomorrow, give me to 100 while we're live. Thank you very much, Keith. I agree. The artwork is really rough, and I hope my explanation not necessarily covered it up, but at least explained why the hell, why the hell they went with it. It's really, really weird. Bullet Blake agrees. Worst. Uh-oh. Tony's having technical difficulties.
Literally, the TV almost fell on me.
Oh, Jesus.
I'm trying to set this up so I don't have to hold it, and it's not working.
That would be a good idea. Bullet Blake says Darling's artwork is the worst they've ever released. Definitely setting the bar low. It's, I feel like they knew that was the issue. They released the second one first, so it starts off with like, oh yeah. I mean, by the way, the second one is not gonna be a good bar because Justin Liberty has stated that the second cinematograph release will not be from Paramount, so it's not good bar, guys. I don't know what it's gonna be, but hopefully it doesn't have mustard and shit on it, and we can kind of see what the hell's happening. Yeah.
It's blood and piss.
Blake says blood and piss. Yeah. Perfect for that movie.
It's about virginity, right? There's probably some blood on there.
Oh my God. Yeah. Yeah. Oh Lord. Bullet Blake says he would have preferred a solid matte black with just the title. That would have been fine. I mean, that actually would have been kind of cool. You go with a simple. Don't go with this fancy Cardona collection 6-string samurai nuttiness. Simple matte black. The title in like gold foil or something. That's fucking classy right there. I like it.
If that was what they gave us, we'd hate it. Without knowing this, we'd hate it.
I don't know. I would like. I prefer something simple, but I guess it would remain to be seen.
Well, they should have made it a pink box with that little darling's heart on it.
Yeah, there you go.
Yeah,
exactly. That would have worked.
Anything else?
Brother Chaos is out of commission for the long run. Sorry, my friend. He will not be joining us. I keep asking, he keeps turning me down. He's just not into it anymore. 6-string samurai still over 1,000. Oh my God, I can't believe it. Televised terror over 1,000. Oh no, actually it dropped. Yay! All right. And we it didn't sell out. If it had sold out, I said maybe volume 2 is coming this year, but still in it to win it. Cardona over 1,000. That's not a shocker. Splash of Frankenstein, I'm gonna guess that that didn't drop either. Wow. See, I was expecting that to drop. Ticks dropped. Ticks must have dropped. Okay, Ticks. Guys, you only have like 2 minutes to get it at this price. It'll never be this cheap again. Maybe until subscriber week next year, but that's a good one. Camille still over 1,000, and I'll make sure we don't miss our thing here. 40 seconds. You're running out of time anyway. For Gialli over 1,000. Let me do this as quickly as I can. I'm gonna guess the Doors moved. Okay, so the first one moved. Second one.
Of course, the first one moved.
Yeah, and 5 still over 1,000. Yikes!
Hurry!
And then 2,000. All right, Well, the Dorses didn't go to. I mean, they might have sold, but it didn't seem like they moved at all. We have 11 seconds to go before the reveal of the VSL. Hold on to your butts, everybody. I know I'm going to be holding on to mine. Here we go. 1, 2, 3. Boom! It is. Oh, it is Sex Mission.
What the?
All right.
What is that?
Sex Mission. Okay. This was. Is it about astronauts having sex?
Is this a nunsploitation?
No. Oh, maybe it is. I don't know. I'm gonna see. I'm gonna guess from this artwork. No.
I really wish they'd stop. I really wish they'd stop with the holding their hand up and taking a picture. It really ruins thumbnails.
Oh yeah.
Oh.
Okay. Classic. It's like an astronaut movie, I guess. And I mean, it looks interesting. But then I said the same thing about the Apocalypse tetralogy, and I'm unfortunately didn't like any of those. Right. Like a Devo video.
Yeah, right.
Yeah, I don't know. I don't know anything about this. So let's go ahead and read up on this reveal. VSL's what? 7. Wow. They're at 007 already. Look at that. Nice. Did you get that the British one? The hotel one? I forget the name of it now. It had a green cover.
I don't have it if I did.
Yeah, I was not a fan of that one. I wanted to like it though. Okay, Sex Mission. Here we go. The year is 1991. Max and Albert are 2 pioneers about to embark on the scientific experiment of a lifetime, volunteering to be the first ever cryogenically frozen humans. If all goes well, they'll wake up in 3 years to fame and fortune. Luckily for Max and Albert, the experiment is a success until they find out that the year is now 2044. A global war is taking place. The M bomb has wiped out all male species on Earth, and reproduction is handled via test tubes in a lab. The Congress of the World's Women's League is in complete control, and they're the only 2 men alive. So it's a fuck fest, ladies and gentlemen. But probably not. What seems like a dream scenario soon turns into a nightmare when they realize males have been demonized and the League may be keeping a sinister secret. They'll have to convince the League that they're ready to serve in the old ways of reproduction or lose their manhood in the process of naturalization. What do you think, Tone Bone? Does that sound like an interesting film?
It sounds like hell comes to Frogtown.
It does. It really does, but without the frogs.
Right.
It's definitely something I'd like to watch, but I can already guess, and I know my viewing tastes, that this is a one-time watch for me.
Yeah.
An hour, it's 2 hours and 2 minutes of a region-free Blu-ray, commentary track, an interview with one of the actors, an interview with a film historian, and a video essay by Andrew Net.
No. You missed who's starring in it. I want to hear you say who's starring in it, pal.
Oh, well, would you do us the honors?
No, I can't see it, unfortunately.
Okay. Well, this is very important, right? People need to know this. Directed by Julius Machulski, Jerzy Stur, Olgierd Lukczewski, Boguslawa Paulek, Dorota Stalinska. There you go. That's as good as it's going to get.
Yeah, that's how I would have said it too.
Yeah, pretty much, right? Sex Mission. Are we excited for Sex Mission? Everyone in the chat, I'm curious. Griff says, a Polish satire. Yes, it's a knee slapper. We'll have to see. I
a
was kind of
sex
digging.
comedy.
Midlife says I was kind of digging until I saw its Polish audio. I just cannot do non-English or dubbed anymore. Don't have the patience, attention span. For subtitles, I will say, for me, I don't mind subtitles. Is it only Polish audio? Polish mono with English subtitles, yeah. But when it comes to anime and things like that, I want to watch that. Like just it's there to see the animation, so I don't like subtitles.
Yeah.
I didn't come here to read. I came here to see incredible animation. That's my thing when it comes to like when I'm watching anime and things like that. Video Man loved the Apocalypse trilogy. Good. I'm glad you loved them, man. I'm glad you enjoyed them. Yuki saw it. Classic Polish sci-fi. Okay, great. There you go. There's a thumbs up for that. And Groove Godzilla reporting Sex Mission has a 7.5 in IMDb. That's pretty nice.
Yeah.
That's not too bad. Captain Horner says he gave up on VSLs after Flesh and Fantasy. I'm good. You didn't like that one? That was my favorite they've ever put out, honestly. I loved it. Sean says daily deals suck again. Let's go take a look at that real quickly. Because that's the other star of the show. Let's see what it is. Oh man, Last Gasp again? Come on. What's crapping in here, guys? I'll make it small so we can see more of it. There we go. That'll read that reads all of them. Yeah, there we go. Last Gasp again. Come on. That's a little weak. What do you think, Tony? That was their day one.
Yeah. Yeah, it was. Holy shit. Yeah.
They've got other movies.
Desperate.
Like, seriously, guys, fucking get Last Gasp.
Yeah.
This is cheaper though. These are cheaper than they were day one, though. I mean, some of them anyway. Dark Tower, which is infamous here, has dropped under 1,000. I would bet you dollars to donuts this does not sell out.
No, it won't. You got to keep that tradition going, you know.
Yeah, no. I want that to be there in a slipped version until Vinegar Syndrome closes their doors.
Right.
That's the last one. There's one copy left on the shelf. I'm gonna guess Last Gasp is so close to dropping under 1,000, and that's why they dropped it again. That would be my guess on that. God dang it! Hold on, guys. My mouse just died on me. Fuck.
Oh.
Let me charge it for a second while we talk. Last Gasp is not a bad movie. I actually enjoyed it quite a bit. I'm not pushing anybody to buy it because it won't be for everybody. But it is a fairly decent little erotic thriller. There's some good nudity in it. Wes Craven's wife is in it, and she's a lovely looking lady. So. You know, there's stuff to enjoy. Let's read the plot here while my mouse charges. Leslie Chase will do anything it takes to push through his mega real estate development, even if it includes arranging the massacre of a Mexican native tribe to clear a patch of land. But no bad deed goes unpunished as, after murdering the tribe's chief in cold blood, Leslie's body and mind are taken over by the chief's vengeful spirit. Forced into committing a series of heinous murders, Leslie's life is thrown into greater peril when a private detective who has been hired to investigate the disappearance of one of his victims begins to suspect that the elusive real estate tycoon is harboring a deadly secret. And that secret, of course, is being possessed by a Mexican witch doctor. I had fun with it. Have you seen this one, Tony?
No, I haven't.
But is it still on your shelf?
Nope.
As far as you know? Oh.
No. I was going to put it in a couple times, and I was like, so I never watched it. I probably put Scalps in instead, and I was like, oh, okay.
There you go. Scalps is a classic. Oh my God, Fred Olin Ray movie, right? I believe Fred did that one. Good movie.
I don't know.
Fred or Wynorski. I think it's Fred. But anyway, this is Region A. Extensive outtakes. Which I don't remember those. I don't think I watched that, but and the theatrical trailer, so a little light on special features, but
It was Fred.
nice. Yeah, Scalps. It's hard to, I mean, this is a classier movie than Scalps, but Scalps I think is probably more fun. If we're comparing the two.
Okay.
Last gasp. $10 will not be any cheaper unless it doesn't sell out, and then who knows if it'll show up later this week again for $8.
Hold.
Yeah. Yeah, exactly. Yeah, there you go. Hold and fingers crossed we'll get a little, maybe more of a discount for that one. Killer's Delight, I think is a decent movie. It's more of it felt more like a TV movie to me. It's really light on gore and violence. But it is part of the Flower Pot box set. George Buck Flower is in the film. Region free commentary track, a whole bunch of interviews, but no going into it. It's very much a TV movie aesthetic. It's kind of about Ted Bundy. It's kind of about Ted Bundy, but it's very much a it pulls its punches is the best way I can describe it. Not terrible, but it does pull punches in a way that you're like, there really wasn't much to it. So I was a little disappointed in that one. Tough Guys Don't Dance is a classic for many reasons. None of them the fact that it's good. It is it's definitely one that has a cult following, and you love it because you know what it is, and not because wow, this is an exceptional film. Yeah. Did you get a chance to watch this one, Tony?
No, I did not. It didn't appeal to me.
It's a weird one because it feels really long, and it doesn't know what it feels like it's almost a comedy, but it's not. It takes itself so dead serious, but it also it's so melodramatic that it feels almost like a spoof of those type of movies. It's very strange.
Weird.
Very, very strange to me. Video Store is sending in a review, says Tough Guys Don't Dance is a tough film to watch. Yeah, and tough in the sense that it's not like oh my god, that's disgusting. It's tough and like it's hard to wrap your head around. However, Mr. Bullet Blake loves it. He is a fan of Tough Guys Don't Dance. Well, Bullet Blake, grab yourself another copy, and or maybe pass this out to your MC gang. I'm sure if they don't have it, they will enjoy it. I think I have a feeling that is the movie that you guys can all bond over when you're riding your hogs. He rides motorcycles, guys, for those of you who don't know. Sean says, you think Existence is worth $45? No, it's way too expensive, but you're never going to get it cheaper because it's selling out today. So if you want it and you like the movie, I love the movie. It's my last favorite Cronenberg movie. I haven't really liked anything he's made since then. Well, I like Crimes of the Future. But in terms of like what he used to make, I think it's a masterpiece. So I recommend it. I recommend it. The Steelbook says, swing and a miss for me today. Better luck tomorrow. Yeah. I hear you. Okay, let's continue here. Curfew. This is one I would recommend. I know some folks didn't like it, but this is actually one that I quite enjoyed. It's a home invasion movie. It stars, I just look it down here. It's Lindsay from Halloween, Kyle Richards, and it's great. I thought it was incredibly well made. It's short and sweet. Doesn't last too long. It's about two brothers breaking into a house, and then this girl has to kind of save her family. It's actually, that was fucking good, you know. So I give this a thumbs up. If you're curious about getting anything today and you had your eye on this, I'd say thumbs up Curfew. It's not a bad one. And if there's anything here that you've seen, Tony, please chime in.
I agree with Curfew. I liked it as well. I don't think the cover does it justice.
No.
But Yeah, I enjoyed it. I was surprised at how much I liked it, to be honest.
Mm-hmm.
Um, isn't that girl in it too? The main girl, she's like Housewives of Beverly Hills or one of those.
I don't watch those shows, but yes, I think you're right. I think she is a housewife on something like that.
Yeah, she's got
Um,
lots of money or something.
she married rich. It certainly wasn't from Halloween. But I think she married like a super rich dude. Um, JJ is asking about Minefield. I have seen Minefield. We'll get to Minefield, um, in a moment. Minefield is going quick. Well, let's go to Minefield then. We'll go there next. Minefield's at 140. It's okay. It's no scanners. So get that out of your mind right now. If you were thinking, oh, it's kind of like a scanners Canadian movie, Mind is in the title. Ironside is in it. It's a little slow. I don't remember. It's on my letterboxed. You can find me. I think I'm just Mastercast TV on Letterboxd. It's on there. I forget what I gave it, but I want to say it's either. I think it's probably a 3. It's been a minute since I've seen it. It has a cool finale, the shootout scene. I felt it never reached the level of story that I wanted it to get to, and it kind of disappointed me. That's where I would qualify that one. I'll read the plot real quick while it's selling out here. The war is on for brain control. In the long shadow of an experimental CIA mind control program, Sergeant Kellen O'Reilly, that's a good name, begins experiencing violent flashbacks of his treatments at the hands of the sinister Dr. Sartorius, played by the excellent Christopher Plummer. When the body count on his latest case inexplicably begins pointing toward his own fragmented past, a romance with Sartorius' criminal prosecutor raises the stakes. O'Reilly must forge a path forward through a Hall of Mirrors conspiracy stretching from the mafia to the highest levels of the CIA, culminating in a shocking stadium-sized confrontation. I wouldn't say it's shocking, but it does have a cool finale in the stadium. Yeah, it's just okay. It's really my best. It's not a thumbs down, but just going to 14, was it $15? That's not. It's not terrible, but I don't see this being very rewatchable. Personally, but that's where I stood on Minefield. It's just okay. It's just okay, but if you're looking to buy something and you like Ironside, he's really good in it. Not too bad. Do you own Minefield, Tom?
No, I don't have that one. But which one's Lisa? Is Lisa one of the students from 1984, or is she like the wife in 1984, class in 1984?
Lisa Langlois, whatever her name is.
Yeah, I'm trying to picture her.
Let's look at her. She's here somewhere, I think. That's her. I don't remember her.
I think she's one of the students. I think she's like the female badass. I think
probably.
So.
It's been a bit.
Yeah.
For me.
Class 1984 is a really great movie. But Scream Factory put it out.
Well, I have a whole thing with Scream Factory. I feel like Scream Factory is like a middleman now because everybody's taking Scream Factory titles and putting them out themselves into like VS, like Arrow. I mean, it feels like Scream Factory is it's just like a placeholder. Hey, we've got the Chucky 4Ks. Like 2 months later, Arrow says, "Hey, we've got Chucky 4Ks." What the fuck? What's happening? How I mean, I know it's UK and US, but still, 4Ks are unlocked. I don't know. Weird to me. David says she was the punk girl.
Okay, cool. I thought she was hot in class 1984. So.
Yes, absolutely. Good looking lady, good actress.
Oh yeah. And punk. So I don't know why I said it like that.
and punk, yes. Let's see. Bullet Blake is saying $45 for Existence is better than $55 for Four Flies.
Well, I mean, he's not wrong. It's $10 less.
Yeah, no, I absolutely agree.
I think he needs to get the fuck over that already, though. Get over it.
He never will. Never will.
Get over
Red
it, or
Surf.
bosom buddies is never going to happen.
Oh, bozo. No, but it's gotta be like, how about Cock and Balls? And you guys are like
Talking
cops,
balls.
like John Cock and David Balls.
That would be funny.
All right.
God.
Red Surf USA. It's a good movie, but it's more of a drama than the action movie that it's like. On the cover, they're selling it like it's a fucking badass action thriller, nonstop thrill ride with guns and shit. It's very much a relationship drama with the incredibly beautiful Dee Dee Pfeiffer. And it's more of a Doug Savant movie than a George Clooney movie, but it's not terrible. You know, it's absolutely not a terrible movie, and of course you got Gene Simmons in there as well. Did you see Red Surf?
Yeah, I did watch that. I think the ending kind of like is a letdown.
It is.
Yeah.
Well, it gets very dramatic. You know, where you're thinking it's gonna be this like, you know, action setup, and then it's almost like I wouldn't say Lifetime Channel movie, but it feels very like oh, this is what we were sold a bill of goods, because this wasn't what we thought it was.
Yeah, the trailer made it look like a big action film, like gang war and shit.
And it is not that. It is not that, unfortunately. So just know that going in. But if you collected the VSAs and you like the cast, that's not too shabby. Shriek of the Mutilated is one that I will warn you against. Mainly because it sucks. Ace.
It's fucking bad.
It's so fucking bad. So boring. So boring. Look.
Oh, and like cringy and
oh my Lord.
Cringy in the point of like that's the Native American.
Yes.
Like that guy. Oh my God.
Oh, I'm sure we see him again. But that big muscle dude was supposed to be a Native American handyman who helps them. I'm sure we see him again. There you go. Oh, by the way, this is Bigfoot. So I'm gonna just leave this here for a second while I sip this coffee, and then you tell me if you want to buy this.
It's so bad it should be an Agfa title. Oh, I said it.
I love Agfa. The thing is, when you buy Agfa, you know what you're getting. You're like, okay, I know, I know what I'm in store for, and this is why I enjoy this. But Shriek of the Mutilated, I'm a Bigfoot guy. I love Bigfoot movies, and this movie pissed me off for many reasons I won't give away now. But I great title, not great movie. Ultimately, at the end of the day, for me anyway.
Although there is kind of without saying anything, the twist was kind of nice that I didn't really see coming. But the whole point of the movie is a letdown. I don't want to say why.
Yes, I see what you're saying. Yeah. I see what you're saying. But yeah, I would 100% warn you guys. If there's one I warn you against, well, beyond Dark Tower, which is completely lame, Shriek of the Mutilated is actually a little better than Dark Tower, but I would rather watch this again than Dark Tower, which I've had to sit through twice.
Yeah, we all have.
Okay, After Blue. I thought this sold out. I thought this slipcover was completely gone, so I'm shocked. I thought this. I mean, I didn't follow it up, but I could have sworn this sold out. 300 left. I haven't seen it. This is one I haven't seen, so I can't give a review on this one. But it is 2 hours and 9 minutes. Region A, and got a 20-page booklet. Bertrand Mandico directs. I believe it's a science fiction film. Oh, this is the Lesbian El Topo. That's right. Okay, I remember this now. Well, that's I don't know. That's pretty interesting to me. In a faraway future, on a wild and untamed female inhabited planet called Afterblue, a lonely teenager named Roxy unknowingly releases a mystical, dangerous, and sensual assassin from her prison. Roxy and her mother Zora are held accountable, banished from their community, and forced to track down the murderer named Kate Bush. That's right. Not the Kate Bush, I don't think. But, which would be amazing, though. Haunted by the spirits of her murdered friends, Roxy sets out on a long and strange journey across the supernatural territories of this filthy paradise. The newest vision from Bertrand, oh, they spelled it wrong there, Bertrand Mandico, plays like a lesbian El Topo in space with stunning 35mm in-camera practical effects, otherworldly set pieces, and a dazzling score by Pierre Deprat. Wow! Fucking sold. I'm gonna get this.
Yeah.
Let's look at these pictures. 300 left. Oh wow, incredible. And 35mm, that's very impressive. Oh. Oh man.
It looks very weird.
Fuck yeah, I'm in. Okay, I'm gonna get this. Has anybody in the chat seen After Paradise? I'm curious what you guys think about After Paradise. If it's a thumbs down. JJ says, I really liked After Blue, day one purchase. Oh, okay, great. Hey, good. That's one thumbs up. You know what I'm going to do? I'm going to go throw a, let me go throw together a poll, because I wanted to get some polls going here, and get your mind out of the gutter, Tony. I know what you're thinking.
I wasn't thinking anything.
Getting some polls together. I'm curious what you guys think of the VSL. So I'm gonna say sex mission. Yes or no? Simple. Are you grabbing sex mission, or will you be grabbing it eventually? It depends. I'm gonna TBYB it myself. So I may eventually grab it if I think it's incredible, but I don't know. It's hard to tell at the moment. Stan Sons is saying the 5 points on these is awesome. Post a bunch of reviews too, and yeah, the points add up to discounts pretty fast. Nice. Troy, thank you for chiming in. Says if you like trippy content, After Blue is amazing. Okay, great. All right, that's 2 thumbs up. I am in.
Yeah, that's one thing I haven't done is put any reviews into this or like videos. I probably should.
Gotcha.
I have a lot of points. I know Blake does too.
And that's the thing with subscribers. Like you can't really use your points as a subscriber, I think, or you have to, because you get the discount. So it's like if you get something with your subscriber thing, then you're not allowed to use points at something like that. I don't remember, but Griff says After Blue Bites. It's one of those where nothing happens. And you see some interesting visuals and music, but nothing else.
Oh. I trust Griff. I trust Griff too.
Let's see. Oh man. All right. Well, I'm just gonna keep my eye on it. Is it going fast? Moderately. I'll keep my eye on it. I won't jump on it now, but I'll keep my eye on it. How's Existence doing? Let's do Existence Death Watch.
Death Watch.
114. Oh yeah, that shit's gone, dude.
Oh boy.
114. Where's my phone? Did I leave my phone? Oh dang it. Okay. Well, I know TC wanted it, but here it is. TC wanted it, but I don't know if he's gonna be able to get it.
Where's he at today? Working?
Yep. Grab it, bitch. Okay. Okay. 114. 108. God damn. This is like a Black Friday situation. Okay, we'll be back to that. 108 currently for Existence. That will be gone, I'm guessing, by the time we finish our stream. That's not going to be here anymore.
No.
So grab it. Unmasking the Idol. What's that?
I was going to say, somebody keep us informed if it gets like really low, so we don't have to keep going back.
Please do. Canal Alucina says in only 5 minutes from 129 to 114. Jeez, yeah, that's fast. Corey, you are correct. Some of the reviews are dumb. Everyone just 5 stars everything. And if I've read a couple of those, just out of curiosity, I've put up a couple, but most reviews are like, "I love this slipcover. I love Vinegar Syndrome." But what is the fucking movie about? Did you like the movie? That's what a review is. So I have to agree with you, Corey. And I've actually thrown a couple reviews up there that were denied, which is unfortunate. And I'm not saying they said it's because I was negative or because I was being honest, but they're not there.
But we know that's why. Yeah, I don't think this is a company you could say anything negative about.
No.
They get the feelings hurt.
Raphael says, After Blue is wild, crazy, and artsy, very surreal. Another recommend. Bullet Blake says, Sex Mission is a pass for me. That's okay that you don't like sex, man. That's cool, man. Don't worry about it.
He gave it up.
Yeah, it's okay. And you cut off your wiener boy. The cut off wiener boys. No, that's weird. Don't do that. Don't do that.
It's like the circumcised boys or something. the John Wayne Bobbits.
Oh man, there you go. And then but then you only review movies about like crazy females. That's kind of cool. Like you do Fatal Attraction and shit like that. That's
or even better. Fun. Even better, we only review half the movie. Oh god!
Yeah, there you go.
For the youngins in the room that don't know what we're talking about, just Google it. That was a time. How long ago was that?
Bobbit? I don't know.
In the 90s, I guess.
I don't even remember when movies come out. I don't remember the years of movies. I don't remember when the guy got his dick cut off.
Well, I'm sure he does.
I'm sure he does. He'll never forget that shit. Bullet Blake says, reviews that are based on the company's discretion is recipe for censorship. I pass on those too. Mm-hmm. Yep. 95 for Existence. 95. Oh man, that's exciting. That gets my thumbs up. Tony, would you give it a thumbs up as well? Existence, or however you pronounce it.
I haven't watched it. That's one I want to watch on the 4K.
I like it quite a bit. Unmasking the Idol. This is VSA, $15. It's kind of Indiana Jones meets James Bond. It's a lot of fun. For $15. I say it's worth it. I don't know how rewatchable it is. But then again, I have a ton of movies I love on my shelf that I just don't have time to rewatch. So I don't know. It's up to you. Watch the trailer and see if you jive with it a little bit. If it's if it gels on you, but gels on you in a nice way. I enjoyed it. I would give that a solid recommend if you're looking to get a VSA. Buried Alive, I liked, and not just because one of my friends acts in it, William Butler. He's also in the special features. It also stars Ginger Lynn, and she, as far as I recall, is not nude in the film. If that is a deal breaker for you, but you have John Carradine, Donald Pleasance, and Robert Vaughn. It's a fun little slasher movie. It takes place in like a girls something. There you go.
Like
a reform school
kind of thing. Yeah.
I liked it. So you've seen this, Tony?
Yeah. I liked it as well.
You got some pretty ladies. You got a masked killer. A couple of famous faces thrown in. It's a lot of fun. And this person is not underage. Don't worry, but she looks it.
The William Butler, the interview in that, like with him and Ginger Lynn is like really good. It's funny to hear what they have to say about that one main actor guy. I can't think what's his name. Robert Vaughn. Yeah, like what a dick.
Yeah,
I didn't exactly say that, but they both agree like he not somebody to work that was fun to work with, basically.
Yes, no, absolutely, and I think that was I think that was nice. It was refreshing because you never hear people, really tell the truth sometimes on these things. So they were very honest, and I appreciated that. Now down to 88, guys. Now down to 88. Lionel says, "Dude, get after blue." All right, there's another thumbs up. All right, I guess I will be getting it. I hope my wife isn't watching. Existence is 2 thumbs up from Bullet Blake. Mondo says, "After blue is great on shrooms." Oh, there you go. I don't shroom, but as Salvador Dali once said, I am drugs. So I'm perfectly fine on my own. 79 on Existence, guys. And Bullet Blake is petitioning everybody to buy Unmasking the Idol so they can release the sequel, which is called something of the Black Eagle, Order of the Black Eagle or some shit. Which I'm sure they had plans to, but this did not sell as fast as they would have wanted. It was my guess anyway. Deaf Crocodile, I would give a thumbs up to anything Deaf Crocodile. This is very much, I've seen this, but I haven't seen Sex Mission, but I would imagine it's sort of in the same kind of spirit of just bizarreness. 337 left on that. I'm pretty sure that might sell out for $15. It's an interesting film. I watched a ton of these type of movies through Deaf Crocodile, so to be completely honest, I don't recall what happens in this one. I'll have to. I'll remember the cakehead. I have to rely on my letterbox. That's what I love the most about it. Is it reminds me what I've watched. Does that happen to you, Tony, where you forget what's happening sometimes? You're like, wait a minute, did I see that? When you're old and you get to that age. Oh, you're muted.
Sorry. I have a lot lately. I've been like, I've seen it, but I couldn't tell you what it was about. Like that just tells you a lot, because usually I remember something, Like I said yesterday, the Iceman Cometh, or the other day, I was like, I liked the movie, but I don't remember what happened. I know I liked it though, but it wasn't a keep movie for me.
Gotcha. Minefield is out of here. We're going to get our first sellout of the entire sale. It's gone, ladies and gentlemen. You can get it standard there's 160 left in standard. That may or may not go. I don't know how, at that price, it's still the same price. Wow. Oh, wait, it was $1 less. Okay. So $1 less for just the standard. So that's interesting. It should be cheaper, I think. Should have been maybe $12 for standard, but whatever.
See that, Blake? They only think their slips are worth $1.
Oh, that's pretty nuts, right? I mean, it's usually supposed to be like an $8 upcharge sometimes. At $10, I bet that would have gone. $14, I don't know. We'll see.
Oh, $10 for sure.
Let's see what else. White Reindeer. Oh, we got our first slipcover. Well, no, we don't have our first slipcover sellout of the sale, but of today. 105 for White Reindeer. It's past Christmas, but it's always Christmas in our hearts. When it's about a woman doing cocaine. I don't know it. I haven't seen it, so I can't speak towards whether it's a good one. Hey, look! This is what Blake's house looks like. Unopened packages.
Aw.
I don't know. Have you seen White Reindeer?
No, I have not.
Unfamiliar with it. So if anybody in the chat can give a review for it, let me know if anybody else is interested in grabbing it. 59 on Existence, everybody.
Oh boy.
Bullet Blake says he's skipping Zero Grad. That's all right, Bullet Blake. That's all right. I think you'll survive. This is Altered Innocence short film collection, I believe. Let's see. A lesbian director obsessed with big boobs purchased. This is region free. how long is it? 200 minutes combined. It looks like it's a whole bunch of short films of LGBT movies. $15, not a bad deal if you're into anthologies and if you're collecting all the Altered Innocence titles.
Yeah.
But it is a a short film collection. I know some people aren't really interested in just getting short film compilations, but that's what this one is. Especially if you have Volume 1, there you go. Volume 2, it's a good deal for that. Another Altered Innocence. That's a partner label that will be going out the window this year. A Hole in the Fence. I don't even remember this one. Do you remember this one?
No, I if I did, I probably just looked at it and went, "That's Altered Innocence. I'm not interested."
A Hole in the Fence. Yeah, I don't even remember discussing this one. It might have been one of those months that I just didn't do a show because it was a partner label month. I'm like, eh.
Oh yeah.
All right, you know what? I will do the film the benefit of there's 300 left of reading what it's about, and maybe this will entice some people. At a excuse me, at a secluded summer camp in the Mexican countryside, under the watchful eye of their adult guardians, boys from a prestigious private school receive physical, moral, and religious training to turn them into tomorrow's elite. The discovery of a hole in the fence sets in motion a change of disturbing events as the boys devolve into Lord of the Flies-like mob mentality that creates and spreads hysteria in this profoundly disturbing coming-of-age drama that unravels like a horror movie while drawing on actual events. Sounds interesting, but not something I need to own necessarily. I'm not a big fan of Lord of the Flies type movies, but that's just me.
Lord of the Flies messed up my brain the first time I saw it. Like I don't know that, like just kids like after each other like that, especially what happens to Piggy. That freaked me the hell out.
Yeah, no, man. It's a hard one, man. Yeah, I read the book in school and then watched the movie. Like, fuck, dude, this is unpleasant. Yeah, that's not a good time. But well made. Like, it's a good story, but it's so affecting that you don't want to really deal with it anymore. Existence under 40. Griff says it's good, like Lord of the Flies. All right. Yeah, the black and white Lord of the Flies is the best version of that incredible movie. Let's see. Alternate is leaving, so a lot of these will be going out of print. That is correct. Bullet Blake says, I enjoyed White Reindeer more than I thought I would. And Michael Logan says, the orgy sneaks up on you. Oh, an orgy? Hey, there you go. $14 for an orgy. Oh, wait, no, it's $15. They're tricky there.
In my day, they would just wave you in without any money. Now it's $15. No.
$14 for the standard. $15 with the Slippy, which is going down to $99. All right. I mean, it's fine. Today's batch is I wouldn't say it's. There's at least a few that I would recommend. Here, Curfew, Buried Alive, Last Gasp, which it sucks that there's a repeat, but whatever, you can't control that. And there's a few that I would warn you against: Dark Tower, Shriek of the Mutilated, and Tough Guys Don't Dance are just horrendous. Moderate recommends for Minefield and Zero Grad, only because I think they'd have limited appeal. And kind of moderate for Killer's Delight, but I didn't love it, but I could see how people would really enjoy that. And Unmasking the Idol is fun, but if you feel like you won't like it just from the look and feel of a James Bond, Indiana Jones, low budget thing, then it's probably not for you. Tony, what would you think is your number one recommendations from this lineup?
Shrieking Mutilated, of course. No. I'd probably say Buried Alive and Curfew are tied. Buried Alive more than Curfew, but they're both totally different movies. I I don't think Dark Tower is as bad as you think, but I still think that's too much for it. It is on YouTube if you really want to know before you buy one from a sale. It ain't going
Yeah.
anywhere.
No.
That's all I would recommend. Like Red Surf is it's a good movie. It's just kind of like, it kind of like there's a letdown.
Yeah.
The Shriek of the Mutilated. I wouldn't recommend it, but I could see people liking that if they were really stoned. Maybe
I
some
can see that.
shrooms.
The shrooms, yes. As our buddy Planet Mondo likes to partake in. All right, guys, guess what? Existence is out of here. It's on his last legs. Let's go. 9. Wow. Oh, baby. Let's watch it die together.
Oh God, that sounds so mean.
No, I mean it's good. It's again, at the beginning of the year, hey, we're putting out Existence. Subscribers would have jumped on that. Yeah, I'll take the whole year. If they're telling me Existence up front, that's gonna be great. Or Existence, whatever. This one, 8. We're counting down. Word is spreading that this is out the door. It's kind of nuts, man.
Do you wonder if it's like because of the chat, like it's really bringing attention, or do you think like a lot of live chats, if they're going on, are talking about it?
Oh, probably. Yeah, I'm sure everybody's on top of it. And it's out of here.
Yahoo!
No more limited edition slip cases. Standard is even below 1,000. But don't worry, unless, well, let's see. Is this 10,000 units they sold through since Black Friday? Isn't that crazy?
That's crazy. Well, why don't they do that more often? Get a movie that's worth selling.
Maybe they're like, wait, we should put out movies people know, or people like. No, but I like discovering random shit, because I mean, there's the joy and sorrow of it. Like, oh my God, this is incredible! I can't believe I've never heard of this movie, or Jesus God, why would they bother? It's that there's a balance there of minus and negative, plus and minus, that makes sense for films, but they should definitely put out more movies that people enjoy. Like they've seen with Showgirls, now with Existence, with From Beyond. Focus on movies that people absolutely have a passion for, and I mean, there you go. It's a no-brainer. And then you can sprinkle in a few weird little Indonesian movies and things like that. But I think the preponderance of stuff that like Terror 10 Killer, like, come on, man. Why are you wasting your time? 4K, get out of here. What are you doing? Oh, why?
I don't know. And why isn't I was thinking too, why isn't like Fatal Games in 4K?
Is it not? Oh, I don't own it yet.
It's in Blu-ray. It's on Blu-ray. Like, why of that release with this secret slipcover is like not a 4K? It's like they put their money into like things they really hope are going to sell, but not things they know are going to sell.
It's interesting because they knew they were doing their special April Fool slipcase for Fatal Games, so why not make it a 4K? Because Invisible Maniac was 4K, so yeah, it's interesting.
And that slipcover for Fatal Games, that new one sucks. Like that alternate one.
Oh yeah, it's terrible. Ugh, yucky. Not in love with it. JJ says, "R.I.P. to Existence is affordable price." Yep, it's $80 on eBay already, guys. Damn.
Jeez.
Here's what you do. run real quick to Diabolic or Grindhouse, because I think they're holding it too. Although they do say select indie retailers. Okay, yeah. So go to Grindhouse Video and go to Diabolic DVD right now and see if you can grab it if you really, really, really want it, because they should have a few copies left. Also look at Deep Discount. Don't go to Amazon because they won't have a slip for it. But check Deep Discount and Orbit. Maybe Orbit DVD has it. But there are chances.
I never went to Orbit, like DVD.
I went there once, but I didn't like the site layout, so I didn't stay. But I from now on, I only get my Severins from Deep Discount, because they seriously give you a deep discount. When shit's $95 on Severin, it's like $75 at Deep Discount. So I wait. I wait for Deep Discount to grab it.
Right.
What the f says, I hate this limited edition FOMO craze. Just make more. I want to say that I think it's contractual. Like, hey, can we put your movie out? We'll limit it to 10,000, and then you can have the rights back. I'm pretty sure that's the deal there. Groove says, I should have picked up a second to flip on eBay, but I feel like a douche if I would. Yeah, just enjoy your own. Get your own copy and be happy with that, and let other people find it in their own way. Stan says, can we get MC saying, get out of here? There you go. Again. I'm sure I'll find other reasons to say that. Grindhouse is closed for a month. Oh, okay, good. Yeah, I know they were closing their physical store. So, yeah, so Groove says it's on Diabolic, guys, if you want to grab it. You know what? Let's go over there real quick.
There you go.
Diabolic. Come on. Diabolic DVD. We're going to look for... Oh, I hate this thing that always pops up.
I'm not sure I like their new layout.
The color is interesting. It's still in stock, guys, at Diabolic, but I don't know how many they have left, and I'm sure they will be flying through it. So if you want it, it is there. Go check that out.
You just got to remember, though, they're not going to tell you if the slip is sold out, too. So.
Oh, they don't?
Yeah, I think it says like it's not a guarantee. I saw somebody in the comments say too about that other one you mentioned, Orbit, always tells you. I don't know if that's
Orbit
true.
does? Interesting.
Which I think everybody should. If they don't have the slip, it shouldn't even be on the. It shouldn't even be an option. Said it 100 times.
For sure. Griff says, Griff is saying that Orbit will tell you if they have it or not. All right. You know what, Griff? Let's take a look at that. But first, as a super chat, I want to address Oxdub. Thank you, my brother. Thank you so much. He says, YouTube physical media sucks without you doing reviews regularly, MC. I miss your content. High tone bone. Thanks, man. I appreciate that. Part of me misses it too, but life's just gotten so crazy. My son's doing homeschooling now, and I've gotten way busier in my filmmaking career, so it's harder to find time to do that. But I do love it, and I do love doing these lives so much. Well, I said orbits. We're not gonna get a flight. What the fuck is this? Gladiator? What the shit? That's awesome. Look at that thing.
Yeah.
Where's the search bar here? Oh, here we go. Super hidden. What the fuck? Okay, here we go. Oh, they have it cheaper. Huh? Oh, but this has no slip, guys.
Oh.
Yeah.
Well, at least you know.
At least you know. So I think I would reach out to Diabolic before you order on Twitter or something. Hey, 100%, do you have the slipcover for Existence? And don't think they would lie. Lionel says Orbit is the best.
That's the thing too. If you want to return it to Diabolic. I don't know. Can you return it, but you only get store credit or something like that?
You get store credit. Yeah, they don't give you your money back.
So be careful there too if you really want the slip.
It will say limited edition if it's a slip version on Diabolic. I figured it. I mean, it does. Let me go back. It does read that way anyway. I doubt that they would let you buy this version and then say, "Oh, by the way, it isn't that." But I guess if it's not what if it's you could just place the order and then deal with it afterwards. Hey, did this have this slipcover? Yes or no? I mean, it is the slipcover price, the $45. I think you'll be fine to grab it, but I don't know how much longer it'll be in stock.
Hi, Charlie88.
Hey, Charlie88, what's up?
He said it like 5 or 6 times now.
Marvelous Mervo. I love it.
Is my chat screwed up, or did he type that 5 times?
Did he? I didn't see it here 5 times. Maybe I've missed it, but
well, the YouTube chat on my end's all messed up then.
Is it really?
Yeah.
Oh, speaking of, let me close the chat here. Not the chat, the poll. Curious what everyone thought of Sex Mission. 81% said no. 18% said yes out of 77 votes. That's way skewed. I figured it'd be more 50-50, but all right. So not as interesting to most people. Here's another one. VSL specific again. VSL line hit or miss. Now I'm curious what you guys think about this. The question up on the poll now in the live chat, if you're watching live, and you can make your voice heard there. The VSL line, is it a hit or a miss? I'm curious what you guys think about that. So please make your voices heard there, and we'll get right to that towards the end here. All right, VSL Sex Mission. It is currently $30 with no discount. And if you're a subscriber, it'll be... Actually, I'm curious. If you're a subscriber and you grab a Sex Mission, how much was it? How much was your discount on that? If you could report back, that'd be great. So I'm very, very curious about if the discounts have changed for things like this. Blake said it was $10 for Little Darlings. And I'm curious if it's gone up to $10 or if that was just a special case because it's a fancy release that's $40. Hard to say, but this feels, let's go on a tangent here. Let's go let's have a discussion, all of us. Do we think that Vinegar Syndrome is doing these sub-labels to actively compete with other partner labels that they've had in the past or currently have? For example, VSL is turning into a Deaf Crocodile type offshoot, right? They put out the Polish movies. They're putting this one out, which I actually don't remember if it's Polish or Russian. It's Polish, if I recall correctly. Then, of course, they just announced De Gazer, which is essentially TerrorVision, kind of a feel to it, right?
Yeah.
And now we have Little Darlings with Cinematograph, which is very much like a Fun City Editions kind of thing. Tony, what are your thoughts? Do you think that they're actively... I'm not saying that they're giving the middle finger to other companies that have left them, but it feels like they're trying to fill holes in stuff that they used to put out. What do you think, Tony?
Yeah, I think companies...
Uh-oh. There he is.
Am I here? Okay.
Yeah.
I think them losing the companies took a bigger hit than they thought they would. So I think they're trying to make up for it. I don't know if it's necessarily say a middle finger, but I definitely think they are inspired. Maybe.
Yeah, definitely. I just really was thinking about the concept of like, well, why did they feel they need to add, another kind of like, sub label that is outside of the subscription model for folks who support them. I mean, more movies is great, and more movies get the view out. But if I am conspiracy minded normally. If I were TerrorVision or Fun City Editions and I had left, and I'm not saying they left acrimoniously. I will not. I'm not going to read into anything. We're just talking here. But if I were them, I would feel like, what the fuck are they doing? Why are they putting out stuff that's like in direct competition? With them, 4K Southern Comfort, Horrible Dr. Hitchcock, the Indonesian movies, yeah, no problem. That's Vinegar Syndrome, yeah, fine. But when you're doing, fancy releases of SOV, you're competing with, competition is nice, but if I would feel like, oh man, they're basically just doing the thing that we're doing, but just but with better, more money and whatever.
Mm-hmm.
I don't know. I don't know. Again, you can't really copyright a certain thing, but I'm just curious if it's a thing that there's a direct kind of shots fired situation.
You'll never know. We'll never know.
We will never know unless somebody says, "Oh, absolutely." And okay, I'm not going to say anything. I won't go any further than I won't go any further. Griff says it's a good point, MC. I also found it funny that Justin the Liberty posted his favorite films of the year from other companies, but FCE and TerrorVision were absent from that. Shots fired right there. That's pretty funny. That's pretty. That's interesting. Because he would have 100% been aware of what they were putting out, and they're supposedly friends, so that he would have said, "Hey, I also love TerrorVision's whatever the fuck." I mean, I think we're all waiting for Slashers and Wood Chipper, and I know I'm waiting for Inferno. So those are definitely titles I really, really want from them. JJ, I'm with you. I was hoping VSL would be the golden Hollywood type stuff.
Yeah.
Oh yeah, classic. Yeah, you know what? They've never touched westerns beyond those Cardona ones, which I really enjoyed. But they should absolutely have do stuff that they don't normally put out. Sex Mission feels like something they used to put out, like those kind of sexy movies that they used to put out. They weren't necessarily porn, but I feel like they should do black and white, classic westerns. Maybe even noir. Although noir is kind of saturated, but focus on stuff that they don't normally put out. That was what VSL was supposed to be.
Yeah.
But I feel like I don't know. Yeah, I'm a little bummed on it. Jim Powers, hello, brother. Happy New Year, man. Good to see you.
Hi, Jim.
Flicks at Dawn. Thoughts on Horrible Dr. Hitchcock? It's been a minute since I've seen it. I will say I do plan to buy this when it's on sale. Because, well, first of all, this cover is probably some of the best they've ever released. Yeah. You know what? We haven't actually even talked about it. So today's the day we'll talk about this one. Yeah, incredible. And this is the kind of stuff that excites me. I love gothic horror. Of course, last year we saw a lot of that from Severin and not Imprint. Is it Imprint? No, God, who am I thinking about? Powerhouse, Indicator. I love gothic horror. I love Barbara Steele. This is in 4K. Oh my God, yeah.
You buy this?
Is incredible. I'm buying it. I'm not buying it now, but I'm buying it for Black Friday for sure. unless
Yeah.
unless it gets hit with the existence curse, which it may or may not. But I have a feeling this will hang out. I don't expect this to go fast, but we'll see. It does have 2,000 less, but you know, it's one of those things where I don't think it'll go too fast. Let's read the plot, shan't we? Brilliant scientist Professor Bernard Hitchcock. Oh, so it's not even like really Hitchcock. It's like Hickcock or something. Harbors a secret fascination with the corpses of beautiful young women. Well, who doesn't? His perverse desires are so strong that he has developed a unique serum capable of placing people into a death-like state, a drug he has decided to experiment with on his wife, Margaretha. Interesting. However, after accidentally giving her a lethal dose, the doctor panics and covers up his wife's death. Hitchcock soon remarries, this time to the orphaned Cynthia, whom he brings to live with him at his isolated castle. Shortly after her arrival, Cynthia begins to experience increasingly strange and ghastly goings-on, while her new husband dismisses these seemingly supernatural occurrences. Cynthia becomes convinced that someone or something is lurking in the castle, and her loving husband might know more than he's letting on. Directed by Riccardo Freda, written by Ernesto Gastaldi, who pretty much wrote almost every fucking Italian movie that coming out on Blu-ray through Severin and the like. I'm excited for it. This is definitely one that will be living with me at some point. 2 different cuts of the movie. One with English mono. Actually, both have English mono. Okay, great. 2-disc, 4K, Region A, Blue, 87-minute cut, 76-minute cut, commentary track with my buddies Troy Howarth, Nathaniel Thompson, and Eugenio Ercolani, who I haven't met, but I'm sure we would be buddies. 2 interviews, one with Ernesto Gastaldi and one with the second AD. That's interesting. Filmmaker Marcello Avalloni on Italian horror and his experiences working within the genre, and a select scene commentary with Barbara Steele. Great. I'm in. I'm definitely grabbing this. Tony, is this something that floats your boat?
Yeah, I definitely think I'd be picking this up like Black Friday or whatever. If I see it getting low, I probably will pick it up. But yeah, I'll wait. But I definitely, the artwork alone is, I mean, just like food, you eat with your eyes before you eat the meal. This I eat the movie, so to say, before I watch it.
Yeah, absolutely. That's why when you see like little darlings, you're like, I don't want to eat that.
I watched the trailer for Little Darlings, and it makes it's very innocent, like seeming, but we know. I don't know. I mean, I don't know. I don't know what to say about it without sounding like a weirdo. You know?
Yeah. No, I get you.
I think Armando Sante is kind of cringy in it.
Oh yeah. Oh, for sure. I mean, he doesn't try to hit on the girls or anything. He's definitely like, hey, no, you're too young. But yeah, it's just weird choices all around.
Yeah.
Barney says, if you look at Justin's taste, they're not aligned with TerraVision. I don't think it's a slight. It's not his jam. Yeah, no, you're right. That may potentially be it as well. But he is friends with those people, certainly with Brad. So I don't know if he's talking about labels, you know, tossing him a recommend here or there. I'm sure he has all the releases too. But I don't know. I'm not gonna speak for him.
Is he the one that shows you the film and like does the, like every time there's a sale or something, he's like the one showing you what's in the vault?
Oh no, that's I forget his name, but that's a different guy. Justin is the guy who runs OCN, like he's the partner label guy.
Oh, okay. Gotcha.
Wave says Dr. Hitchcock is a win. And Lionel says, absolutely love it. Easiest double dip ever. There you go. Yeah, it's that's a good one. I was just gonna say that. What the fuck? It shouldn't sell too fast due to Radiance's recent release. Yeah, Radiance just put it out, which is kind of wild to me. And I think it's UK or whatever. But then they put out a 4K, and it's like, geez, man, is there like, can we space this shit out where we don't have the same fucking movies back to back? It's just getting exhausting. I would have been so fucking pissed.
It's always a competition, but like this, it is kind of ridiculous, like you said with the Chucky and that.
Mm-hmm. That's the trend that I don't want to see this year. The same companies, not the same companies, but different companies putting out the same movie that's just exhausting. Is Rabbit Grannies a fast seller? I don't know. Let's take a look at Rabbit Grannies. I do want to get this is another one I do want to get. I had my eye on this for halfway to Black Friday. I don't think it'll be a seller. It's still over 1,000. I think you'll be able to wait for Rabbit Grannies, but it's a lot of fun. I do like this movie quite a bit.
Mm-hmm.
Very goofy movie, but good practicals.
Absolutely.
Alex reminding everyone, most Vincent requires a little herbal enhancement. For me, it's like if the movie needs that, then it's not doing its job. The movie should transcend you. That's to me, at least for me, an art. That is the thing. That is the drug. If you need more to get through it, then there's a problem, in my opinion. Oscar, that's his name. The guy who does the videos, his name is Oscar. Tone Moon, I know you. Okay. I know you enjoy herbal enhancements. Where do you stand on thinking a film needs a little something extra to get through?
I'm all right with it. I mean, I never used to, watch movies enhanced, but since I got my card and everything, and I've been doing that, I find a movie that like isn't that great a little more enjoyable. Not even, I don't think it's a great movie, but like it didn't hurt. Like I've watched a lot of Voyage movies stoned, and as well as anyone how hard those are to get through.
Oh yeah.
So I would say it helps. And not just like to get through it, but like certain things become funnier. And sometimes you're like, why is that so funny? But like, it's like a moment then you have in your head, like where it's funny, sounds and stuff. Like everything just becomes enhanced, and not in like a fucking weird way. Just like, you notice stuff, or like, I don't know. It does help, but it's not going to make you think the movie was great. You're still going to have that this movie sucks feeling to it. So I think I'd rather be high than drunk watching a movie.
I get you.
Do you drink while you watch?
No, but I have in the past, and for me, it almost like I forget what the hell's happening in the movie, and I feel I do a disservice to it. So I prefer to be sober and like have a soda or a coffee and just kind of let the movie exist. Because it wasn't made, I mean, you could argue that some full moon movies were specifically made for potheads. At least it was like a whole 5 years where they just focused on pothead movies.
Yeah.
Which is like, Jesus, what the fuck? That killed it for me, honestly. I was a big full moon fan, and then like all the fucking bong movies, I'm like, fuck this. This is not what I want.
I thought that was weird back then too when they came. I was like, okay, and then they like, just came out with so many of them. And so many different, like Weed Man and stuff like that. It's like, all right.
Guess it was a big audience. I don't know. But yeah, I like to I specifically like to enjoy. I like a drink with a meal, like a nice Italian, some Italian food to get some wine. That's, excellent. Yeah. In my movie, I like to let the movie be my drug. Last Gasp dropped under 1,000. Oh, right.
Uh-oh.
But I don't think it's going to be Existence levels of craziness for this one. For any of these, maybe, Minefield, but but that was already like under 5. Let's see. Killers is still over 1,000. Dark Tower did drop under 1,000. I mean, I think it was at under 1,000 already, but we're at 720. But I have a feeling it'll hold. Tough Guys still at 1,000 or over, I should say. Curfew, come on, Curfew, over 1,000. Okay. Red Surf, over 1,000. I wonder how they pick these. I'm guessing they just go down the list and like the lowest sellers are the ones that they kind of like push forward.
Yeah.
We'll definitely see Master of the World here because that's not that great.
That'll be on there.
223 for. Oh, good, it's still in here. Okay, great.
Well, you can't say that Surf 2 will be on here anymore.
No, that is gone. Unmasking the Idol. You know, have you noticed? I'm not saying I'm an influencer, but I'm saying I'm an influencer. I haven't seen any more butts on the backs of movies. Have you? Beyond this one, I just clicked on one that has a butt on the back, but still.
Well, that's older.
That's Deaf Crocodile. This is a 260. But I haven't seen any butts on the backs, so I think they're like, wait, this butt on the back thing is. They discovered our code.
Well, that Terror 10 Killer, doesn't it have it on the back or the front?
Oh, that's right. I take it back. Okay. 48 for White Reindeer. This will probably sell out. Altered Innocence, 341. And Hole in the Fence is at 291. Okay. So we'll probably get some sellouts by tomorrow's show. If we do a show tomorrow, it really depends on where the thumbs are currently.
Give the thumbs up, everybody.
Remember, if we can get the thumbs to 100 before the end of the stream, we'll do a show tomorrow. And what the hell's happening tomorrow? Tomorrow is merch day with daily deals on standard editions. Just regular unslipped editions. So if you want me and Tonebone back tomorrow, Thursday, let's get the thumbs to over 100 while we're live. If you're watching and you haven't done it, slap a thumbs up on this, please. Highly appreciated. Where did we leave off? We've done them all. Okay, so yeah, we're definitely going to get a sellout sometime today for the rest of these. Not all of them, but I would imagine After Blue will go, and maybe Zero Grad, that was pretty low, as well as White Reindeer. These at the top, I'm going to guess these will hold. And, I mean, if they drop Last Gasp again on Saturday, wow.
Then it's like, all right, we'll buy it.
They really want to get rid of it, man. Jeez.
Yeah.
That's kind of wild to me, man. Oh, there you go. Tonebone, you guys can be the Bongs and Dongs show.
That's not the worst idea. I don't think Blake is in here. He doesn't give any feedback on this shit. I'm the one getting attacked here.
You're not getting attacked. We are helping you. We're helping you brand.
Bongs and the Dongs. The Bongs and the Dongs is the one name that, well, no, the second name, I can't remember the other one that was okay. And somebody said yesterday, respectfully, Blake and the Fat Man.
Oh, yeah.
Yeah.
I didn't click on that.
I see it.
Tomorrow is a merch day and non-slipped blues, kind of an off day. It is an off day. I feel like if you're going to do a merch day, then this should be like a little, I mean, because merch is going to be just like random t-shirts again and maybe some posters. Or maybe it'll be Last Gasp without a slip.
We'll see.
We'll see. What t-shirt am I wearing? Well, let's see if I can show you here. It's a little ghost, and it says, I I guess Haunt LA is what that means.
Cool.
It's a little ghosty. Got that at a Halloween convention. I love it. Okay, let's take a look at the partner titles real quick for today. We'll continue to make our way through these. Dogs don't wear pants.
That's true.
I meant that. Yeah, it's true. It's 100% true, guys. This is fact. Wow. I love the colors on it.
Oh, is this like an S&M kind of thing?
I don't know. It looks incredible. 640 left in stock for Slip. I met the Yellow Veil, one of the Yellow Veil Pictures guys at a party, and very nice guy. So I hope Yellow Veil does well. After a tragic event, Juha develops an unexpected but powerful connection with a dominatrix named Mona, but his dangerous addiction to suffocation will lead them both down a wild, freaky path towards emotional enlightenment. Interesting.
Emotional damage.
Yeah. Interesting. I think I'd rather watch it than buy it sight unseen, but it doesn't sound terrible. What do you think, Tonebone? Are you into S&M type movies?
Not really. It's not. Doesn't sound for me, to be honest.
Mm.
I'm nothing against people who are into it, but it's just
Sure,
like I never even saw 50 Shades of Grey. So
same. But mainly because I thought that would be boring.
well, Shayna wanted to see them for the longest time, and I was like, I don't want to watch it. You watch it. And then she finally did one day, and she's like, they're terrible. So I did sit down, not on purpose, but like, what do you know? It's like one of those, what are you watching? And she had it on. I was like watching, like, I was like, this is so dumb. It was like bad. I heard the books are worse. So
worse. I mean, those books sold really well, though.
Well, sex sells.
I guess. Lots of people are into it.
Yeah. Hey,
So
I have to urinate.
All right, go.
I'll be right back.
Thanks for letting us know. Go ahead and enjoy that.
I gotta drain the snake.
There you go.
Yeah.
All right, go drain yourself. I'll be here. Let's talk about this. So we get two movies here: Dancing in the Dust and Beautiful City. Pardon me. Shortly following their impulsive wedding, the naive young Nazar is pressured by his family into divorcing his new wife, Rehane, after rumors circulate of her mother's possible sex work. Still deeply in love, he insists on paying back Rehane's marriage dowry despite his insolvency. Nazar is soon on the run from creditors and finds himself hiding out in the desert where he meets a taciturn old snake hunter. Much to the man's chagrin, Nazar insists on working with the hunter until he earns enough money to return to the city and make good on his mistakes. Engrossing and eye-catching, Farhadi's debut feature, Dancing in the Dust, ultimately reveals itself to be a tale of love, sacrifice, and redemption. That sounds pretty good, and it almost sounds like something I'd see on Criterion. Like with those, actually something like this, like a director's collection. Beautiful City, the sophomore feature from Asghar Farhadi. Sorry if I'm butchering these names, by the way. After spending 2 years in juvenile detention for killing his girlfriend as a teenager, the troubled young Akbar is transferred to an adult facility shortly after turning 18. No longer a minor, his death sentence will soon be legally carried out. Meanwhile, outside Allah, Akbar's friend and newly paroled petty thief, along with Akbar's sister Firuzeh, set out to convince the victim's bereaved father to forgive Akbar, which could potentially reduce his sentence from death to life in prison. Navigating the complexities of Iran's judicial system together, the two form a close bond in their desperate attempt to seek clemency before it is too late. A well-acted and compelling human drama, Beautiful City is now presented in a new 2K restoration approved by the director. That sounds interesting. Combined 203 minutes, 2 region-free Blu-rays with video essays and a trailer. It sounds interesting. Film Movement put this out. This is a new partner label. This is their first slipcover. Yeah, it's interesting. I don't know that I'm moved to grab it, but I do think it's worth a watch. Edward, thank you for the notice. He says Dogs Don't Wear Pants is on Shudder. On Shudder, interesting. Okay, so maybe it's scary. Yeah, I'm not sure. Stan and Sons asks, do you think Werewolf versus Vampire Woman 4K will be on Sunday's daily deals? Possible. That is a 4K, and it's their first, if I'm not mistaken. So yes, probably. If it's still in stock, it'll be there. Reggie, Exorcist releases next week, correct? It does. My movie, The Exorcist, is on DVD the January 9th at Walmart, and it's available for pre-order now. Very, very excited for it. I actually will be doing an out and about video for it, going to as many Walmarts as I can to see if I can find it. Tony, welcome back. All's well downtown.
Yeah.
Glad to hear it. Let's take a look at Altered Innocent's last release with Vinegar Syndrome, well, OCN, or whatever you want to call it, the partner labels. Gay USA, snapshots of 1970s LGBT resistance. I think this is a documentary. Let's look at it real quick. Stepping out of the 60s and in the wake of the Stonewall riots, considered the birth of modern LGBTQIA liberation movement, the 1970s would prove to be a decade energized by queer activism, political and social change, and pride. Celebrating such a vitally important legacy, this collection of gay protest and parade films is an essential, multifaceted document of a period of revolution and jubilation. 142 minutes combined. Oh, maybe it's like, you know what it is? I think these are short films. It says combined. Yeah, I think it's a collection of short films, but it's 142 combined, region free, 3 commentary tracks. There you go. Wow. And a 16-page booklet and a compilation trailer. All right, there you go. This is the last Altered Innocence title. This is their final release as a partnership with OCN, which is interesting because I thought, starting at the new year, that they would leave at the beginning of the year, but releasing a movie right at the beginning is, I don't know how the contracts worked out, but I guess that's where we are.
Yeah.
Okay, so we've done those 3, so we're only going to do 3, and we'll deal with all these later. But I am glad to see some really interesting films here with Film Movement. Are you familiar with Film Movement at all, Tony? The company?
No, I don't think so.
They've got a lot of like genuinely great films. Takeshi Kitano movies. Quiet Earth, at least listed here. Great Silence is one of the great spaghetti westerns of all time. Absolutely love Joe Sarno's All the Sins of Sodom. It's just an excellent movie. And I'm tempted to buy this, but it may be re-released with a slip, like they've done with some of the AGFA titles. So I don't know.
I actually did look at those now that you said that, and the only one that I was thinking about was the Quiet Earth. But I don't want to pay that for it.
Yeah, and from what I'm hearing, subscribers don't get a discount on these either. So everybody's paying $28. This is a really fun John Woo movie. Heroes Shed No Tears. I really enjoyed this one quite a bit. And this is one of those things where even during a sale, like a Black Friday sale, I don't think these will be on sale either, because this is before the partnership. So they're just throwing that on there. It's like, hey, if people want to buy these, they can buy these too. At least that's what it seems. Griff, thank you. He says some of the older Film Movement titles are cheaper on their own site. Just an FYI. Okay, there you go, guys. Go check that out if there's anything that sort of floats your boat about Film Movement. we'll talk about them on a later episode. But I do enjoy that. I do enjoy those. Buried Alive is streaming free on the Roku channel, which is a free app. No Roku required. Okay, there you go. Let's see. Yeah, I would recommend it. I think it's a good movie, but it's really up to. I really want to temper my recommendations for stuff that I think is really, really, really worth people's time. And it's hard when dealing with movies like this that are it's incredibly subjective. These movies, it's we're not talking about Scream Factory where they release pretty much generally well loved movies. At least stuff that's had real theatrical play, and I mean that doesn't make it a better movie, but I'm saying has more of a recognition to it.
Yeah.
All right, Tone Bone. That has been day 3. Let me close the poll here. Before I do that, I want to make sure that is closed. Ed. All right. So final results for the poll here.
Mm-hmm.
VSL line, a hit or miss? 76% consider it a miss. 23% consider it a hit. That's out of 69 votes. Yeah, I think that's pretty true to form in terms of like where it would be in the offing. I'm certainly a little let down by it. VSL line showed great promise at the beginning, but the last few have been poop. Yeah. Not necessarily poop, but certainly, what's a good word for it? Certainly,
not as interesting.
Yeah, I mean, I think that's happened with everything. Even like the VSA line has become such a bizarre, collection of movies. I mean, it used to be action kind of movies, really kind of cheeseball junky action movies, and then it became this just hodgepodge of Canadian Canadian horror movies from Mr. Jalal Merhi, which I think really, really, really hurt the brand, and in terms of like people wanting to like, oh, I'm gonna get all of them. Like, fuck, how many movies did this guy fucking make?
Right? Yeah.
Are we gonna get them all? We they may still have some held back. That's certainly BC was all in for VSA, and then it would have became the Billy Blank's Jalal Merhi show. He checked out.
Yeah, right.
And now we've got Santo movies, Mexican demon rat movies, and it just became a hodgepodge of like indescribable. Like it's just there's no distinguishing factor, and I think that's really hurting it. And then you get VSU, which is putting out some great stuff, but they did say this is stuff that wouldn't normally sell, or stuff that I think is a little more well known. And it ranges. We got Beastmaster, and then we got Six String Samurai. And everybody goes, oh fuck. Oh man, you shit the bed. You shit the bed hard, and then it's been a weird collection of kids movies and then super inappropriate movies.
Yeah.
Hey, sidekicks, showgirls.
It's weird. That's a weird lineup. And then Daryl, right?
And Daryl, and Cloak and Dagger. So it's really strange what sort of decided. And Southern Comfort, which I love that movie, but I wouldn't say Southern Comfort is anywhere near any of those movies. Well, maybe it's bigger than Six String Samurai, but in terms of like name recognition, that could have easily been a VSA, or just a regular 4K release. A VSU should have been something like a Sidekicks or a Showgirls or a Roadhouse. Big titles, but I don't know that Southern Comfort is that big of a movie. Deliverance would have been. I don't know, but it's still a good movie, and I'm glad it has a good release. It's a really enjoyable film.
I've never seen it.
In the chat here, I think you'll like it. I think you'll like it quite a bit.
The trailer looked really good. It's on my list for Black Friday sales.
Yeah, excellent movie. And I think it's rewatchable too, more than Deliverance, because Deliverance has that weird just uncomfortableness to it, but this one is it's really tense action. It's really shocking. It's good stuff, man. It's a really, really solid movie. So guess what, guys? We did reach over 100 thumbs while we were live. So heck yeah. Thank you for that, guys. Appreciate it. Currently at 109. Very appreciative of that. So I guess we're back, Tony. We're back tomorrow.
Okay.
For merch. As a thank you, I'm gonna put a link in the chat right now to where you can pre-order my film The Exorcists on DVD. It's only on DVD for right now. It was enough to try to convince them to put it out at all, because the company doesn't necessarily believe in physical media anymore, which is unfortunate. But they've seen the models, and it's just it's the market's changed basically, and distributors are sort of not really into physical media anymore. As we've seen, Best Buy has left. Luckily, Walmart is still in the game, hardcore, and Target is out the door. I have a feeling we're going to hear about Target dropping physical media altogether. Eventually. I know I spoke to Sean, a cool duder, and he says that he heard Target is only going to do movies every other week, like restock it, which is like, what the shit? That's weird. Don't they have contracts that they have to like, hey, this movie comes out this week, you have to put it out? I don't get it, but you don't say this often, but thank God for Walmart.
Yeah, right.
for putting it out, man. Before we run it out today, we'll do one more look through the daily deals to see where they stand.
Does Walmart still put out like the titles, but like different titles to them sometimes if they're like something wrong with it, like it's like they can't show that on their shelves?
I don't know. I haven't paid attention to that. Maybe.
Well, I don't think yours would be like anything wrong.
No. Yeah, that's interesting. I haven't noticed anything like that.
They used to do that with CD. I don't mean to cut you off, sorry.
No,
they used to do that with CDs a lot back then too.
all the rap ones. We lost Tony. There he is.
Oh, what the hell? Yeah. I was saying they did that with CDs back then, and they would even make them explicit.
Mm-hmm. Good old Walmart. It's the best part of the movie. It lasts 1 minute. All right, Dark Tower 700 left as of the end of the video here. Last gasp is at 9:52. Killer's Delight still over 1,000. I'm curious what's going to happen with that one. Tough Guys Don't Dance still over 1,000. Who knows where they started with, but that's where we're at. Curfew still over 1,000. If they're moving very slow, or they have a lot in reserve. Red Surf over 1,000. Is that the oldest VSA still available? That might be. I'm not sure though. Don't quote me. Shriek of the Mutilated over 1,000. After Blue, is it still here? Yes, 198. You know what? I may just see if I can find it on Amazon, rent it or something. 1,000 on Unmasking the Idol. Buried Alive, still over 1,000. Wow. I don't expect him to sell out then, but these will probably be gone. 226 for Zero Grad. Minefield, 115 left in the standard. White Reindeer, 22 left for the limited edition slipcover. I have been told there is an orgy in the film, so there you go. Enjoy that. Altered Innocence, Volume 2, 328 left. Lastly, Hole in the Fence is at 279 currently. Has Sex Mission sold through? Nope, still in the game. I'm guessing this will hold till Black Friday. Little Darlings, I also have suspicion will hold till Black Friday because of this artwork, which is unfortunate.
Yeah.
Yeah, that is unfortunate. Yeah.
There's so many more things they could have done. I mean, I know you told us the reason and everything, but there's so many other things they could have did, like without faces of people, you know?
Yeah.
I mean, it's a camp. Put camp elements into it.
Yeah.
Put
maybe it was just
random kids. Yeah, that's true. It probably was. But again, I know we'd all rather wait for a nice cover than have to buy this.
Yeah, I'm in no hurry to get it, if at all. But it's a good movie.
I'm definitely going to get it, but I'm waiting. That's for sure.
Absolutely. All right, we have 4 more days for Subscriber Week. Tomorrow we will be back. Thursday is Merch Day and Daily Deal Standards. So I really hope what we don't see is the same movies that were up the last 3 days with slipcovers that sold out of slipcovers, but just have the standards left. I really hope that's not the case.
That'll be a short stream, that's for sure.
It will be short. It'll be like, all right, well, same thing.
Yeah.
Here's a couple shirts and a poster, and there you go. You know, it'd be funny as shit, or maybe they're rethinking it now, but if one of the merch items was a poster of this.
Oh, God.
I know there are people who probably would buy it, but dang, that would be disappointing.
Yeah.
All right, gang. That is Subscriber Week Day 3. JJ, yes, heinous ass. Absolutely.
Yeah.
A good way to put it. Groove Godzilla says it's a little weird seeing the piss boot lady on the spine next to Daryl. Yeah. And it's weird that they don't put their VS logo on the Little Darlings thing, which is interesting to me. It's almost as if they're hiding the fact that it's Vinegar Syndrome. I don't know. Maybe again, it's a thing where they couldn't associate with Vinegar Syndrome. I know that's why they got rid of the adult titles to another website. It's very thing. John says, thanks, MC. I'll definitely grab The Exorcist, but I first want to see if it hits Walmart shelves near me. I hope it does. It should. Let me know. Let me know if it does. Yep. It sold out on the stream. We did the Death Watch. It's crazy. It went faster than hotcakes on a cold day. All right, Tone Bone. That's a famous saying. Okay, that's okay, Tony. Everyone knows that saying.
Yeah.
My friend, what do you got going for the rest of your day? What are you doing today?
Nothing really. I mean, I have a few texts I got to look at because I didn't want to look at them. I didn't know if it would like ruin my side of the stream. I got that to go. Looking forward to. Actually, no, it's from Jill's teacher, but Shayna was messaging back and forth, so I'm like, not worried. I I don't know. Probably last night I wanted to watch Fatal Games and I didn't. So maybe I'll do that this afternoon.
There you go.
And then after that, I think what I have on the list, I think I'm going to check out Arnold.
Oh man,
So,
let me know what you think. Actually, if you're watching, you can give us a review tomorrow because I was pretty whatever about it. I was like, I don't, it didn't work for me. Basically, I won't prejudice your take on it. Go ahead and watch it and tell us what you think.
Will do.
Let's see. Walt says, did I pick up the Grindhouse releasing of Impulse? Yes, it's a great goddamn movie. Really, really good movie. And it's going out of print if it's not already out of print. Medisto says, Justin has mentioned that all the sins will likely be removed from the site today. It will probably not return in this version or any other. That's weird. But oh man, fuck. I saw it. Nah, I'm not gonna. I promised I wouldn't buy anything this month. So whatever. I guess I'll miss out on it. Maybe it'll come some other time. I'm fine not grabbing it.
But if somebody buys it for you, it's okay.
Well, it would be okay if somebody did buy it for me, but I'm not gonna ask for that. Yeah, it is a good movie. If you guys are interested, I do recommend. It's probably the best Joe Sarno movie, All the Sins of Sodom. It's excellent. Really, really incredibly well made.
I'll take your word for it.
Yeah. Lionel says, loved Impulse, top new to me movie for 2023. Yeah. I got to watch that shit in theaters when I first moved to LA. They were doing a retrospective of Bill Grafé movies, and they showed that. Shatner was supposed to come, but he didn't show up. But there was somebody else from the cast was there. I forget who. But it was just excellent thriller. Excellent thriller. All right, that's a wrap. As for me, I am prepping for some pickup shots on my new film, which I promise will tell you more about, and I will right now. It's called Monster Mash, and it was something it's an offer I couldn't refuse. It was essentially my chance to make a Monster Squad movie, and I could not say no. And it stars Michael Madsen as Dr. Frankenstein, and that's as far as I'll go with any other details. It was the most difficult fucking movie I've ever had to make for many reasons. It almost felt like the universe was against us every day. Forever I will say, Werner Herzog had Fitzcarraldo, Coppola had Apocalypse Now, and I had Monster Mash. But I had an incredible cast. I had an incredible crew. And I also have a special appearance by the lovely Michelle Bauer. She's in The Exorcist as just a voice actor, but she's on camera in a very special way. I won't say how, you'll have to watch the movie, but she's in it. And so is Madsen, and I had a great time working with them. No, she's not naked, Tony. But she's I love them dearly, and I had a fun time working with the cast and crew. But it was the most difficult fucking movie I've ever had to make, and I think I'm taking a big break on making movies for a while. That's how harrowing it was, and it's just one of those things. But I'm very excited to get it in shape, and it'll be out in April, in theaters and on VOD. So stay tuned. The name may change, which is unfortunate because I really love Monster Mash and it fits the movie perfectly. But we'll see what happens. I'll keep you updated on that. It was so stressful, by the way, that I could not film a vlog of the making of it. Beyond the fact that there was a lot of stuff I couldn't reveal. Like, I'm not even supposed to tell you the movie's called Monster Mash and that Madsen's in it. But that's okay. We're pals. It's just between me and 1,000 of my closest friends on YouTube. So I don't. I'm okay saying that. I just can't reveal any images of who may not be in the movie monster wise. But I think you get an idea once I say it's a Monster Squad type of film. I'll leave it there. My friends, thank you for watching. Tony, thank you so much for joining me. It's always a pleasure having you here, sir.
Thank you for having me.
And before we close things out, what is your favorite part of a bird?
The beak.